Alrighty. First championship game under the RFL name, you remember? First year under RFL this season. Previously affiliated with CGN. We remodeled a little bit, but now Rust Belt championship game here. And let's see. Depth chart changes because they don't send it to me. Alrighty, I think Penn State is getting the ball first. They are, and we are underway from Detroit for the Rust Belt Championship game. Porter will return it from deep in Penn State's end zone. He will bring it out to the 20. Makes a man miss, already up to the 25. Maybe one man to beat. Spin move might have cost him more yards there. Had the edge, but it'll be Penn State will get the ball around the 35-yard line to begin this game. See how many people have voted. Oh, we've got some votes in already. People that put Michigan at number 2 and not the 2 undefeated teams. I am just hurt by that. How you can put someone that lost to USC. That's okay, though. It happens. Anyway, Penn State throws an incomplete pass on the first play. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Nittany Lions. For, my chat even connected? Or you? There's no one. Oh, we're good. Okay. It's going to be a handoff to Singleton of the middle. Singleton with good yardage gets up to around the 40, 3rd and 3. I think he's just short of the 30-yard line. He is, or 40-yard line, excuse me. He needs to get like half a yard to go for it on a short first down. Rolls out, fires. He does not get enough. He's going to have to punt it away. Maybe he'll fake here, but we'll have to punt it away. Half a yard short. I think Michigan's in the safe zone. We'll see what Penn State does here. It is a fake. Penn State's faking it, rolls out, and his man got in the way. He had a lane, and his man got in the way. It's going to be a turnover on downs for Penn State to start the game. Wow. McCarthy back to pass now is going to roll out right side. No one's over there. He's going to take off down the field, breaks a tackle, and gets 7 yards on the first play. 2nd and 3 for Michigan. For all of those watching, I know it's Auburn versus Florida. It's not. It is obviously 2 teams playing. Title is incorrect, but that's okay. 2nd and 3 for Michigan. McCarthy back to pass once again. He's going to roll out and fire down the field. Has Bell behind the defensive score, and Michigan strikes first in Detroit. 36 seconds was the length of that drive. The extra point is blocked. Penn State blocks the extra point, and we will stay at 6-0. What a play by the defensive line from Penn State. And just after Michigan got some momentum, Penn State gets it right back with a blocked extra point. And Porter Jr. will return another kickoff. Minute 30 in the game. We've already had lots of key plays happen. Get out of my chat, man, Ray, if you don't like traditional uniforms. Get out. 2 receivers to each side for Clifford Singleton gets the handoff on the counter, makes a man miss up to the 30-yard line, I believe. Breaks a couple tackles. I don't think Penn State even has any alts in this game. I know Michigan does, but it's whatever. Clifford with the hurry-up offense, going to be read option for Penn State. Penn State has lanes, and Clifford Clifford with another 15-yard gain for Penn State, and they're driving after a turnover on downs in their own territory the previous drive, but did block the extra point. Clifford's back to pass this time. He's going to fire to Tinsley over the middle. Tinsley breaks a tackle up to the 40-yard line of Michigan. And Penn State's got some offense going this time. Already up to Michigan's 40 and back to the hurry-up. See what they do here. Might be a counter. That's what they love to do in hurry-up situations. But Clifford's back to pass this time once again. Going to fire a comeback route to Wallace, a user on the receiver, and he breaks tackle up to the 10. To the 5, makes him a miss at the 5. Oh, almost gets in the end zone. Would have been a huge play. It was a huge play, but almost a clip play right there. Gets to the 4-yard line. It will be first and goal for Penn State. It's going to be a counter to Singleton. Singleton breaks a couple tackles, but doesn't gain any yards. Back to the 4 where he gets. Yeah. Yeah, man. They kind of look similar anyway, so it's whatever. I formation for Penn State, giving audible to the line. It's going to be a power handoff to Allen, and Allen gets in the end zone for a touchdown. Penn State can take the lead here with an extra point. Kick is up, and it's good, and Penn State takes the lead after blocking the extra point on the Michigan's touchdown, 7-6 in Detroit. Barney with the kickoff for Penn State. Wilson brings it out of the end zone, goes left, gets blocks, does get some blocks, gets around the user kicker, gets up to the 35-yard line. Good return for Michigan for their second drive of the game. A quick strike for them last time after getting the ball at their own 40. See what they'll do here.
So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback.
Corum with the handoff up the middle gets 7 or 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 for Michigan.
Second down and about 2 yards to go.
McCarthy's back to pass, rolling out. He's going to have Corum behind the defense again. Corum up to the 35-yard line. 2 big strikes by Blake Corum through the air. And Michigan's already back in Penn State's territory.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35.
McCarthy's going to give a counter to Edwards. Edwards makes a couple of people miss and gets up to the 22. Another first down for Michigan, and they're already almost back in the red zone.
From the 23-yard line. First down.
Can be a handoff to Corum up the middle. Corum with a huge hole gets another 10 yards. And Michigan just cannot be stopped right now.
Coaches love to see. Right now they're firing on all cylinders.
Can be another handout to Corum. Corum goes left this time. Doesn't get as much. Only 4 yards. Still a decent gain on first down through the run game. 2nd and 6 for Michigan around the 10-yard line.
They're at the 8. It's second down.
McCarthy's back to pass, rolling out left side. Is going to throw, almost intercepted, but loses. I guess doesn't lose anything, just gets back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure what McCarthy was looking at there. Had a first down. Yeah, I don't want wanting a pick right there. I think it might have phased through the guy's hands, but it's anyway. 3rd and 5 now for Michigan. McCarthy's back to pass, going to take off and fires in the end zone. And it's incomplete. Double coverage right there, and we'll see what Michigan does here. They're allowed to go for this. They're going to take their points, I think, unless they're going to fake it here. They will not. The kick is up, and it's good. 9-7 Michigan. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter. Porter will bring it out of the end zone. Only gets up to the 15-yard line, where Penn State will look to continue the offensive success they found on the previous drive. It's a pretty easy touchdown drive for them. We'll see if they can do it again. This time starting from the 15-yard line. Again, same formation. This time Singleton's to the right, to the left. 2 receivers to each side for Clifford. It's going to be a handoff counter to Singleton. Makes the man miss up to the field. Gets 9 yards, up to the 24. Penn State goes back to the hurry up. Another handoff to Singleton. Singleton brings it up to around the 35-yard line. It is now 1st and 10 for Penn State, around the 30, not 35. Clifford back to pass, rolling out right side, going to throw on the bounce route. It throws it too far. And it's 2nd and 10 for Penn State.
From their own 31-yard line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 this time. 3 receivers to the right side with the tight end. For Clifford, I'm going to guess this might be a run out of this. We'll see. It is a run. Singleton fake handoff, and that was a mistake. Clifford gets blown up in the backfield. 3rd and 11 for Penn State. That is at the end of the first quarter from Detroit. Michigan holds a 9-7 lead in the Rust Belt Championship game. Third and 11 though for Penn State. Must get to the 40, so it would be a 4th and 1. They have to get like around 10 yards here. See what the play calls. Clifford's back to pass, trying to roll out. Doesn't. It's going to fire in the middle to Tinsley. Doesn't need a 4th down. Gets the 1st down up to midfield. And Penn State with a big play on 3rd down there. Throws it right over the head of a linebacker. Gets to around their own 47, and Penn State has another chance to score some points here. 3 receivers to the right, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Penn State. Singleton just to his back left of Clifford. Clifford is back to pass, though. Fires a comeback route to intercepted by Michigan, and Johnson might return this for a touchdown. He's at the 30. At the 20, he's gone. Touchdown, Michigan off a pick 6. What a play. Not a good throw by Clifford. And Michigan makes them pay. 16-7 will be the score. Well, I say that. We already had a blocked extra point. It's a fake, and it's false to complete. I don't know what that play call was, because now it stays a 1-score game. Extra point would make it a 2-score. Remains 15-7. That actually helped Penn State more. Porter will return the kickoff, and we'll see if Penn State can recover from the last fake. that just or from the pick six they just gave up.
So the offense will come back out onto the field, hoping for a little better result.
All right, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Penn State. Singleton to his back left. A flip play from last time. Singleton gets the handoff up the middle. Gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for Penn State.
He's up 5 with the carry.
Same formation for Penn State. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 30-yard line. Must get a first down here to continue the drive. They've already faked a punt too, so it would be a regular punt. Almost intercepted. Not a good throw by Clifford. And Penn State's in jeopardy of giving the ball back to Michigan rather soon after a pick six.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Ball on the 30. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does.
5 wide formation for Penn State. Clifford is back to pass. Fires an out route, and it falls incomplete. I bet Penn State's looking for some flags there, but they don't get anything. 4th and 5. Penn State will have to punt. They cannot fake it. If they fake it, well, going to have to intervene. And I don't know what Ente's doing. He knows. You would think he would knows that you can't fake it, seeing that he's been in the league long enough. But the punt gets inside the 20, up to the 15. Whereas Penn State touches it and Michigan gets the ball back at their own 15-yard line.
You know, you can't just rely on one guy, and he's got to be careful a little bit in the 3rd and 4th quarter, too.
Well, you want to keep pushing. I mean, he's off to a great start. His offense is obviously off to a great start. It's a 4-quarter game. And, you know,
McCarthy's back to pass, going to roll out and get sacked right away. Loses 11 yards, and now Michigan's got to be very careful what they do here. Backed up at the 4-yard line. 2nd and 21 for Michigan.
Will be digging in here as they're inside their own 5. Michigan is up by 8.
McCarthy back to pass again. Going to fire downfield into double coverage. It is almost intercepted by Porter. What a great read by the cornerback there. 3rd and 21 for Michigan here.
Situation backed up against their goal line.
3rd and 21 from the 4-yard line. It is a dangerous situation for Michigan. Can't take a sack. Might turn into a safety. McCarthy's back to pass, though. Fires down the field. Has a man behind the defense, and King knocks it away. It will be a punt for for Michigan. And Penn State will get the ball back. Great defensive drive for Penn State. I think Michigan's trying to find max protect on the punt.
The snap.
And they're going to kick it away. We'll see if Penn State can get a return out of here. Porter returns it. Has blockers behind him. It doesn't get very much, but it's already at the 40-yard line. Great field position for Penn State to try to. I'm not sure if they might try to tie it up here. Might go for 2 here after if they would get in the end zone. We'll see though. 1st and 10 at Michigan's 39-yard line or 35-yard line. Excuse me. Great field position for Penn State. It's going to be a handoff right side to Singleton. Singleton only gets 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for Penn State. And they're going to go back to the hurry up. Oh, probably should have mentioned this. Both these teams are probably locked in the playoffs anyway, but a win here does automatically lock you in. As Strange gets 7 yards on the play up to the 26. It's 3rd and 1 for Penn State. Yeah. Really and truly, there's 7 of the 8 teams are locked in the playoffs basically. The only team not is a Washington at 2-6 playing Oklahoma. A win and they get in at 3-6. So they have a lot more to play for than some. As Clifford fires an out route and it falls incomplete. Michigan brought the pressure and Clifford to throw it away quickly. 4th and 1. We'll see what Penn State does here. They're allowed to go for it. We'll see if they actually do. And they're going goal line. QB sneak. Fourth and 1. QB sneak for Penn State. Doesn't get it. Turnover on downs. And Penn State gives the ball right back to Michigan. I think the QB sneak is not going to work anymore. People have figured out how to stop it. It's kind of one of those things that once you know they're running it, I just don't think it's going to affect the play anymore. And McCarthy back to pass. He had a man beat. He didn't see him, though. He takes off running, and McCarthy swerves up to the 50-yard line and more, up to the 40, and gets to Penn State's 30-yard line. A huge run by McCarthy. And it's 1st and 10 for Michigan.
Let's see now how the defense responds to giving up the gain on the run.
Be a handoff. Penn State defense got in there quick, but ran past both the quarterback and the running back. Only got 2 yards for Corum now. 2nd and 8 for Penn State.
From the 27-yard line. 2nd down.
2nd down for Michigan at Penn State's 27. Edwards in motion is getting a wildcat for Michigan. Corum back to pass, going to roll out. Fires to McCarthy. I'm not really sure what that was, but they got 5 yards out of it, so it is 3rd and 4 now for Michigan. Got 6 people watching this. It's okay. Could be better. Okay, I'm sure many people watching the playoff or since the Kansas City game, so that's probably it. That's probably good. And McCarthy keeps it on a triple option and flips it to Corum. And then Corum will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. A great play call on 3rd and 4. Michigan has blown it open here in Detroit.
He just put his eyes on that end zone and ran with some real purpose there.
Yeah, I have it on my TV. Kansas City's about to score again. Well, that's not a good throw. Never mind.
Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Moody will kick it off for Penn State, and Porter will try to return it. Fair catches in the end zone. And so get the ball at the 25-yard line. Yeah, if Kansas City scores here, it might be a boring championship weekend in the NFL. The other one wasn't very good. Clifford back to pass, rolling out right side, going to avoid a sack, trying to find someone to throws it away. 2nd and 10 for Penn State. That's 2 bad throws by Mahomes.
2nd down, 10 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Clifford's back to pass again, going to look down the field, going to roll out. And now he will take off and doesn't get anything. Only gets bad. That's true. Yeah, once Brock Purdy got hurt, then it was over for San Francisco. But 3rd and 10 for Penn State. A big 3rd and 10 here. Clifford cannot find anything. Fires to Wallace, and he hangs on. What a catch by Wallace. 1st and 10 for Penn State. Continues to drive.
He's going to go for the home run. Almost picked off.
Great reaction to get his hands in the way of that pass. That's not an easy play to make.
From their own 37-yard line. 2nd down.
Clifford back to pass again on 2nd and 10. Fires down the field again, and not a good pass. I'm not sure what Penn State was looking there for. It's 3rd and 10. They might have to punt it away again. Back to Michigan. They have to get 5 yards in order to go for it here. Clifford back to pass. Michigan brought the blitz. It fires a screen pass to Singleton. Singleton gets 5 yards, and Penn State can go for it if they want. They're past the 40 and 5 yards to go, and they're going for it. Penn State's going for it. It's going to be a huge play out of the way of the Penn State continues to drive. Michigan has a chance to put a huge deficit on before the first half even ends. Penn State fires over the middle to Washington. Washington's free behind the defense and gets up to the 35-yard line. Huge play by Penn State, and they continue to drive. Yeah, although hey, listen, we get football in February now with 2 different leagues, so I'm happy with it. Okay, they can suck all they want. It's still football. Clifford loses 2 yards on a read option, 2nd and 12 now for Penn State as the clock hits under a minute. Listen, I'll watch both. Comeback route for Penn State. Washington makes the man miss up to the 10-yard line. First to goal for Penn State. XFL was okay. That was COVID year, right? So they had to shut down. And that kind of destroyed the league again. So I don't know. It's football, so I'll watch it either way. Clifford's back to pass, rolling out, and will try to wait and doesn't. Throws it away. 2nd and goal for
from the 10-yard line. It's 2nd down.
Clifford back to pass again. Fires in the middle of the end zone. Strange catches it. Touchdown. Penn State. And Penn State cuts it to 9. They're going to kick the extra point. Keep it a 1-score game. Kick is up and good with 30 seconds to go. 22-14, Michigan.
Barney has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 10.
Wilson might get the lead back, and he does. Wilson's gone. And just as Penn State got back in this game, Michigan takes him back out. Touchdown, Michigan on a 108-yard kickoff return. Wow, huge play for Michigan. And Michigan's going to go back up 15 before the half, and they get ball to start the second half as well.
And he converts the extra point. Moody.
I'm going to guess Penn State's not kicking them anymore. Moody will kick it off and will return it out of the end zone, looking for blocks left side. Doesn't get any, only up to the 16. 84 yards to go in 15 seconds. We'll see what kind of plays Penn State can do here. I'm going to guess not very much. I might just run out the clock here. Penn State is back to pass, though. Fires. Oh, my goodness. Smith almost picks it off. That might have been a pick 6, but it falls incomplete. 11 seconds to go in Detroit in the first half.
Ball on the 15.
Oh, that's picked. Kansas City just picked that off. Clifford's back to pass. Going to roll out right side. Fires to the flat to Tinsley. Tinsley gets it for 13 yards. 4 seconds to go. Let's see what they do here. They're going to probably just chuck it down the field, I would think. Clifford is back to pass. Fires a quick pass to Tinsley again and catches it. Burns a timeout up to the 45. Now we'll see what they do. It's going to be a Hail Mary attempt for Penn State. Michigan going 3-man deep, of course. Clifford is back to pass. Going to launch it down the field. It is knocked away, and that will do it for the first half in Detroit. Michigan has a commanding 15-point lead and gets the ball to start the third quarter. I don't think you can do this. I might be too late to say anything, but I'm pretty positive you can't onside kick until the fourth quarter. Well, it's too late now. Michigan recovers the kick.
And he's taken down at the 48-yard line.
Yeah. That was a broken rule. But in the end, it didn't really, I guess, hurts.
We're about set to start things.
Oh, did not call that a pick? I thought, I guess it fell incomplete. Wildcat formation for Penn State at the 47-yard line. Edwards in motion is going to be a handoff to Edwards. Edwards race to the 7-yard gain on the play. It is 2nd and 3 for Michigan now.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
McCarthy rolling out is going to get sacked for 2 yards, loses 2 yards. And see, guys, look, Waugh just said it. He didn't know he wasn't allowed, so it's all good. Listen, I mean, we've had rule breaks before. It happens. At least you own up to it. There's been some, people that have broken rules and then said they didn't do it. So, I mean, it happens. It's fine. McCarthy back to pass. Fires down the field, has a man behind the defense. That's going to be a touchdown for Michigan, hitting behind the defense, and it's this game has been blown wide open, 36-14, Michigan. Wow. Well, the good news is both the teams are locked in. Michigan probably locking in a top 4 seed here. Winner of this probably would have, but there's plenty of time left. We'll see what Penn State can do. Penn State might have a kickoff return to say something about up to the 40-yard line, and a huge play by Penn State to begin their second half drives.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
Clifford's back to pass, going to roll out right side, going to just take off, has open grass, slides down for a 12-yard gain. I mean, yard's a yard at this point. You got to do whatever you can do. You're down 22. You're going to have to score, get a stop, and at some point go for 2 as well. Clifford's back to pass, though, going to roll out again, finding no one, going to roll out left, and does it incomplete. I don't know if you're trying to throw it to someone or throw it away, but there's no flags, so strip ball aggressive and big hits going on for Michigan. Can see a lot of broken tackles for Penn State now, as Alar comes in for Penn State, the backup quarterback. Clifford's probably a little tired as Alar's back to pass now. It's a screen pass and throws it to Green to Michigan, and it's intercepted, and he's going to return that one for a touchdown too. The second pick 6 for Michigan, and it's going to be a 43-14 lead. I'm going to guess Penn State got another blocked extra point. That's the second blocked extra point, and the lead stays at 28. That's true. That is true. Michigan, I'm going to guess Penn State caught Michigan at the wrong time. They just came off an upset loss. Hi, Mason. They came off an upset loss to USC. And goodbye, Mason. To be honest, if he's drunk, that's pretty good drunk typing. You gotta respect that. Well, Sean Clifford is back out for Penn State, down 28 now. 4 minutes to go. And Clifford's back to pass, going to fire to Lambert Smith for 20 yards. And another first down for Penn State. Penn State, desperately needing a touchdown now. Another pass for Clifford. I'm going to guess this will be an exclusive offense we see out of Penn State as Lambert Smith gets another reception and goes out of bounds for 15 yards. Back-to-back big plays for Penn State. Exactly what they need, actually. And it's now 1st and 10. Penn State at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Allen. Allen gets another 10 yards, and Penn State found some offense. They need to score quickly, though, if they want a chance to stay in this game. We're down 28. It's to say it's hard to come back is probably a decent statement, but you got plenty of time still. Tinsley gets a reception and will find his way in the end zone, and Penn State strikes quickly, cuts the lead back down to 21. 21 seconds. That's all it took for Penn State to get an extra point or get 7 points back, and We'll see what Penn State can do. He's going to try the pooch kick. That's what exactly he's doing. He's trying to get a steal possession here. At the same time, Wilson just returned a kickoff, and he's going to do it again. He's gone. Oh, he ran his own man, but he gets up to the 37-yard line. Michigan is just in a great spot right now. It seems like nothing can stop them. They desperately need a turnover here, or at least something. Michigan cannot score here for Penn State. You need to get off the field, basically. Get the ball back. McCarthy's back to pass, going to fire to Corum in the flat. Doesn't get anything. Back to the line of scrimmage for Michigan, 2nd and 10.
They weren't fooled at all by the offensive play call.
From the 37-yard line, 2nd down.
McCarthy looking to extend the lead back to 4 scores. He's going to roll out left side. We'll see if he can find someone down the field. He does find Corum. Corum breaks the tackle and gets 12 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for Michigan. Cincinnati's trying to score before the half. Oh, they ain't getting bounds. Spiky here, Cincinnati. Edwards, the hand up the middle. And he gets 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for Michigan.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Corum spin moves, gets 5 yards, enough for the 1st down, and everything's just going right for Michigan right now. No wrong. This game, 2 turnovers by Penn State plus a turnover on downs. That's really the story of the game. That's how Penn State finds themselves down 3 scores. Potentially 4 here. It's going to be a triple option. Edwards gets up the middle. Only a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 for Penn State.
From the 12-yard line, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 for Michigan. McCarthy fires in the end of the Shoemaker, and it's a touchdown, and Michigan retakes a 4-score lead in a Detroit rout right now. I'm going to guess we have to see this type of game happening, but everyone has a bad game.
I thought it was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
Yeah, they are. I made the little edits for our league, but Porter brings out the end zone. Goes right side up to around the 30-yard line. Where it is 1st and 10 for Penn State, down 28.
I hope they show some fight here and try to stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging.
Clifford's back to pass, going to roll out left side. He's going to chuck it down the field and almost intercepted again by Turner. It would have been the 4th. Third interception, excuse me, for Michigan.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 28.
Clifford back to pass again, going to fire to Singleton in the flat, makes a man miss up to the 40-yard line. Does get to the 40. Where it is 1st and 10 Penn State. Back to the hurry up they go.
Now he tries to buy some time.
Clifford rolling out, goes up the field actually, and slides down for an 8-yard gain on the play. It is 2nd and 2 now for Penn State. Singleton up the middle, gets 4 yards into the 1st down for Penn State.
From the 48-yard line, it's 1st down. 5 wide.
Clifford fires to Clifford over the middle for 20 yards. And Penn State's finding some offense. Problem is they're just going to run out of time. If they can start getting stops, turnovers, maybe, but it just might be too little too late for Penn State. As Clifford's going to fire to Sanders over the middle. He only gets 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Penn State now.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
Sanders once again gets it, breaks the tackle, but gets enough for the first down. It is 1st and 10, Michigan. Sanders again gets it. And 2nd and 7 for Michigan. Or for Penn State, excuse me. 2 blue schools. Clifford back to pass, going to fire an out route to who else? Sanders again. 1st and goal for Penn State, up to the 7-yard line now. Clifford back to pass once again, going to fire, almost intercepted by Barrett. 2nd and goal for Penn State.
Here's the 11th play of the drive.
Clifford back to pass, going to look over the middle, can't find anyone, and is going to get sacked. Right, the defensive line was fighting through the tackle and got home. 3rd and goal from Penn State.
3rd down now and goal to go. Ball on the 16.
Yeah, I don't think it is, though. I think they delayed it till next year. Or the year after, as Tinsley catches it and gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And did that play ever develop nicely?
Well, it's all about the receiver on this play. He beat his man off the line and then ran a perfect route. All he had to do after that was make the catch.
And Penn State cuts it to 21. And now that it's the 4th quarter, they are allowed to onside kick, and they will. Barney will do the honors. It is covered by Michigan, and Henning will take it at the 42.
Brad, this is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way these quarterbacks are playing. Both teams are challenging both of these defenses.
Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop.
McCarthy back to pass, going to roll out left side, and will throw it away.
And he throws it away. From the 43-yard line. 2nd down.
McCarthy back to pass, has a man behind the defense. Didn't see him, though. He's going to roll out again. Left side and just throw it just down the field, and Wilson's going to catch it. He underthrew it, and Penn State just did not see it. First and 10 for Michigan at the 22-yard line. McCarthy back to pass, pump fake, fires deep into the end zone. It is knocked away by Penn State. Porter, the deflection over there. 2nd and 10 from Penn State.
Reading the play and showing instinct to get a hand there to break the pass up. Nice job.
From the 22-yard line. 2nd down.
Another triple option for Michigan. They've run that a lot today, and he breaks tackle, gets up to around the 7-yard line, and it's they're still for Michigan. They just everything is going right for them today. Nothing went wrong. It's going to be a triple option again. I think it's a busted play as Orgy does not I think this is 2 yards there. It's going to be second and goal.
Having to make bigger and bigger plays puts a lot of pressure on that quarterback.
From the 11-yard line, it's second down.
Corn's going to roll out after the Wildcat, going up to around the 3, third and goal for Michigan. 7-yard rush by Corum. Going to be a handoff to Mullings up the middle and a touchdown, Michigan. A 4-score game once again, 56-28 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Well, looking at the other conference championship games, I believe we're going to have one tomorrow. I think Ole Miss versus Texas in the Gulf Coast Conference Championship will be tomorrow. I want to say Oklahoma, Washington will be Wednesday, sometime during the day. Have no clue about North Carolina State and Kentucky. I don't think they communicated on that one, so we shall see. Clifford back to pass again, fires now out to Lambert Smith, and he gets up and catches the ball for a first down. What a play. Lambert Smith. It's 1st and 10 for Penn State here. Clifford back to pass again, going to roll out and escapes Graham on the defensive line, going to take up fire in the middle to Strange. Strange catches it up to the 30 and is tackled around the 36-yard line, 34-yard line. Sorry. That's where Michigan or Penn State is, 34-yard line, and Penn State trying to score as quickly as possible to have any chance remaining in this game. Going to fire to Lambert Smith over the middle, makes the man miss, makes another, and is up to the 15. I don't think Maryland and Rutgers even have a team. No, no, not in this league. They're not even a coach, but it's okay. Clifford loses 2 yards. What's up, Twist? You see what MT's doing to Wada. Clifford back to pass, fires, and it's intercepted by Sandstill. Or Sandstill, and could this be? No. Would have been the 3rd pick 6 of the game if they could have returned it back, but Michigan gets another interception, up 28. We'll see if they'll run out the clock here in this Rust Belt Championship game. Correct me if I'm wrong, Twist. I'm pretty sure MT's won the championship every single season. Right? He's the only one that's won one every single season. Yes, this will be MT's 6th conference championship in 6 seasons. He is 6-0 conference championship games, and we've only had 6 seasons. You can't hear me. Am I too quiet? Have you guys not been able to hear me this whole time? It's kind of crazy. Whoops. My bad, guys. I don't know why y'all can hear me. Okay. Yeah. MT is going to be 6-0 in conference championship games. Aha. Love to see it. Yeah, that's a 2-time defending champion. Oh, you know, so now we're just being picky, huh? Yeah. 2 minutes to go, and Michigan will improve to 8-1. Penn State will fall to 7-2. Like I said, though, yeah, I will. Thanks guys for watching. Like we said before this game, both the teams were locked in the playoffs. This was kind of a battle for who gets the top 4 seed. Obviously, Michigan will get it. Penn State might still have a case, depending on the other conference championship games. It could go either way. If Kentucky beats NC State, then they're both going to be one. If Kentucky loses, then Penn State could try to get their way back in. It just depends. As Edwards gets the handoff, trying to run out this clock. And we are under 2 minutes now. And 2 o'clock has come on, and that'll do it. Couple more snaps, and Michigan will be a 6-time conference champion. MTAG, we should say. Looking to defend his title and the RFL title. Defending national champion of our league. Going to be a most likely tight top 4 seed in the 12-team playoff. Victory formation has come out. 1 knee down, that'll do it. Michigan will be your season 6 our Rust Belt Conference champion. First year we've had these conferences, and these will be permanent conferences in the future. That'll do it. Final score from Detroit. Michigan 56. Penn State 28.
Michigan staff just dancing on the sideline. Their star player came through for them, and they couldn't be happy.
Well, the staff has to feel good. The entire team should feel good. And I know you and I just having a chance to sit back and watch this young man play. Just an outstanding performance and something that this entire team will be able to build on.
All right, guys, that'll do it for tonight. 2 streams or 2 games in the books. Yeah, like I said, I think there'll be a game tomorrow in the Gulf Coast Conference Championship, maybe. Believe I'm playing Washington. I'm Oklahoma. Believe I'm playing Washington on Wednesday. Not sure about NC State, Kentucky. We'll figure that out later. I'll see you all later. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, see you guys later.